I'm going to give you 4 things to become so sick at copywriting that literally anyone who reads your copy will want to work with you on the spot. These 4 things, even though they will literally be so basic, anyone who's watching this will probably know them. I guarantee half of you, 99% of you, are not doing them to their full capacity. And that's why you still suck at writing copy, and that's why no one wants to work with you. So number 1, you have to read copy. More notably, you have to read books. Maybe they're not full copywriting, but you have to read books that teach you how to write copy, how to persuade people, how to know headlines, do all that stuff. And I'm just gonna quickly just grab 4 books that I've read that you need to read. And this might be like a little hint onto a video I'll make in the future. I'm not gonna go super in depth with every single book, but there are 4 simple ones that you pretty much have to read. First of all, this one, Never Split the Difference. This is literally this one is what got me most of my knowledge in persuading people, getting what you need done, getting what you want, and I'm not gonna explain them fully, but that one's a very good one. The other one to go with that is this one. Everyone probably should know, and everyone should probably read because it's very good. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I mean, one of the best authors and one of the best books you can read to learn how to persuade people, just like that one. This one's another given, but this book, Advertising by Drew Eric Whitman, you have to read this. This is like a non-negotiable. You have to read this. The other 2, those are good once you start learning how to write copy more, and then you want to start persuading people and influencing people and getting their desires up. But this is like a non-negotiable. This you should read before you even start writing copy. Start even thinking about being a copywriter. This one will literally give you every single tip and trick and secret that you need to know about writing copy. And this is one that I'm reading at the moment, hence the bookmark. This book, it's very big, I don't know why, but The Boron Letters by Gary Halbert. This you're literally just reading emails and copywriting the entire book. What gets better than that? You're literally reading copy, and then they're explaining what the copy says and why it did what it did and why it gave you the emotions it did. I'm going to go more in depth with them in a future video and maybe add a couple other books, but you'll have to wait for that. But these are books you should be reading while learning copy. Maybe a few of them you have to read before you even start to even get the concept of it. But these are such good books to read, and this is one thing that is literally non-negotiable in getting better at writing copy and becoming the best copywriter you possibly can. Step number 2 is kind of the same thing, but you have to read copy that other people wrote. You have to read other people's copy. How are you going to know what works, what doesn't, why something worked, why it didn't, if you're not reading other people's copy who obviously got sales and did well? For all I know is that most of your guys' copy doesn't do anything at the moment. You're writing it for fun, you're having it in a little swipe file, and it's actually not getting you any money. So why don't you read some people's emails, some copy that actually got sales, got eyes on it. The best way to do this, literally subscribe to people's newsletters. It doesn't have to be your freaking favorite copywriter, YouTuber. It doesn't have to be some influential guy with millions of followers. It can literally just be simple people online that have newsletters that like to write every single day. Just see what they're writing about. See what catches your attention. See what headlines they're using. See how long they're making it. See what font they're using. See all these different things that they're doing, and just take notes on it. See why it worked. See what it did to you. See what emotions this line gave you. These are just such simple things that you can do. Go read ads online. They obviously get clicks because they're on the face of every single website. Go read the ad. See what the headline is. See what picture they used, see what font they're using, see all the bold lettering, what color of lettering did they use, what picture did they use, how bright, like all these different things that can teach you so much about writing copy and getting copy that sells and writing words that will make people buy. So reading copy is so important, not just the books, but once you're actually learning more about copy, you need to read other people's copy and see what they're doing. Just learn from people who are already doing it. That's the name of the game. That's how you become good at online business or anything in life. Just learn from people who are doing better than you, see what they're doing that works, and copy it. Tip number 3, and this is the one I feel like most of people lack the most, even though it's literally the most simple. Write copy. Just write. And I know most of you people aren't doing this because if you're not writing every single day something, no matter if it's like something small, something long, an email, whatever it is, if you're not writing something, you're not getting better. You need to write every single day. You need to write copy every single day. I don't care if it just goes into your folder, it goes into your Google Doc, it doesn't do anything, or if it's going onto someone's email list. You need to be writing every single day. You are a copywriter now. You're not just going to take a day off of copywriting. You have to write copywriting every single day. Writing copy is literally the only way to actually get better. Once you read all the books, once you start reading other people's copy, you have to apply what you learned. You have to apply everything you learn. Try it for yourself. See what you think works. See what works. Practice your weaknesses and continue to get better and better and better. Write copy every single day. Get better, 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 and better. That's the only way. You have to practice, see what you still suck at, practice what you suck at, practice more, get better, and then you're gonna be able to write copy better than 99% of the population. And the 4th tip, which is kind of a bonus because some people don't do it, and I feel like they're really just missing out on just free value. You write the copy, maybe you edit it a couple times, you leave it for a couple days, you revise it, do whatever, and you think it's good. And you're like, you push it over, you're done with that copy. How are you're not your email list, you're not the consumers, you're not the people who are actually going to read this. How do you even know if it's good? If no one else but you reads it, how are you going to know if it's good? Because obviously anything you do, you're going to think is perfect at the end. But how are you going to know that if no one else reads your copy, if it just goes in the file? How do you even know if it's even good? And the simplest way to do this is literally just ask someone you know. Ask a family member, ask a friend, ask a coworker. Join communities, copywriting communities, and send your work in them. Literally free reviews on your copy. It can't get much better than that. You're literally writing copy, send it to someone or let someone read it and see what they think about it. See if this part actually works. See if your headline's even good enough for them to even want to read it. See if they even read the whole thing. See what catches their attention. If you take these 4 steps, you read the books, you learn how to write copy, how to influence people. You read other people's copy, you see what works, see how to do it. You start writing your copy, you start learning even more and more. How do you write? What is your writing style? All that. Then you give your best work to someone else and let them review it. And then after that, it's the best form it could be probably, because you've put your best effort into it. Someone's told you what's right and wrong. You fixed it after that, and now it's the best possible version it can be. So those literally are the 4 simplest things that you can do to become so good at copywriting that you can't question how good you are. That's all I have for you. Have a good one. Goodbye.